Hello ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to the Access Show. Today on the Access Show we're going to be taking a look at 7 brand new Battle Royale games coming out between now and early next year. Lots are on the horizon. Battle Royale is either making you love it or absolutely making you hate the games industry at the moment. It is definitely oversaturated with maybe the 2 or 3 big ones like Fortnite, PUBG and now H1Z1, which has just hit 10 million players on the PlayStation 4. Love it or hate it, Battle Royale is here to stay. There are definitely some good ones, there's definitely some bad ones, and there's definitely some unique ones. Royale is a brand new one on the market as well on PC. Of course, massively copying Overwatch with Paladins. Now they look to be doing the similar. But can Battle Royale games add their own flavour? Can they get somewhere against the might of these big ones that are already out? I'm going to show you some really unique ones. I'm going to talk about it. We're not going to just hype up the trailers though. I really want to talk to you about whether or not I think they're going to succeed and what I like about these. So come with me, it's the Access Show. Let's go. 7 Battle Royale games you need to know about. Kicking off with the earliest release I know about, Islands of NYNE comes out on July the 12th. This sci-fi influenced Battle Royale has got all the usual stuff you come to expect, solo, duo and teamwork. With a real emphasis they want to be an e-sport competitor. It's going to have skins, it's going to have customizable things that you can put in the game, all cosmetics, there is going to be no pay to win scenarios. What I really like about this is the sci-fi influence. It's got some really good cool features, lots of different stim packs, as well as these sci-fi Harrier jumps that you can do, and the guns and weapons aren't too crazy though. They're still very much based on what you would normally expect to see in every sort of modern day shooter. Launching with 3 maps, and they plan to add another 2 free of charge, absolutely free content. Islands of NYNE is looking pretty strong. I love the idea, I love the fact that they've not jumped on the bandwagon. They were the bandwagon. They had started this a long time before Fortnite and PUBG, so it's going to be good to see. They've also taken their time of development. They didn't just rush out to capitalise on the Battle Royale crowd or the massive bandwagon. They've literally just kept their game in closed alphas and betas until they felt it was ready. So I'm really hopeful. It's meant to be very responsive, the servers are top of the line, there's hardly any lag supposedly, and everything I've been reading says it's going to be a really good addition to the Battle Royale genre. Some people might not like the sci-fi element, a little bit Halo-esque jumping around, using certain things that will carry up into the sky a little bit more, but I think that just adds another unique flavour to it, and I'm really excited to play this one. Like I said, I did play it and I thought it was a load of fun when I did, and that was last year, so they've had a whole year now to adjust, change and add to it. Islands of NYNE, July the 12th, Steam Early Access and possibly console in the future. Now the next one, the purists might say is not a Battle Royale game, but I define a Battle Royale game as any situation where you get players in an arena or a map and it's the last person standing wins. That for me is what defines Battle Royale. Not 100 players, not whether it's used guns, it's just about being the last person standing or the last team standing. EGRESS is a very unique flavour. It's going to be melee focused. Imagine Dark Souls but in a Battle Royale environment. Imagine a team match environment where you will go into a game and you have to be the last character standing in this crazy supernatural almost post-punk world. This is what EGRESS offers. It's coming out some point this year supposedly according to their Steam page. Now there hasn't been too much about this game put out there. I couldn't really find too many details and the website for it is pretty bare bones. They did release some gameplay of some alpha footage a little while ago. It revolves around the maps evolving and changing with an environmental threat. Water. Water is basically deadly in this game. Whether or not I think it's something to do with a plague of rats or something like that, and you have to rise. The water will rise through the map and that's what's going to bring you together. There isn't a big circle of smoke or toxic gas, it's this water that is going to make you come across other players. As you can see, the characters are really out there. They're like class based. They really are like a Dark Souls meets Overwatch style. There's different ones like Vampire, Hunter. There's all sorts of other little characters that I will be showing off in a future video. I really like the look of this. I'm really pleased to see as well they're using an Xbox One controller to highlight the gameplay of it. So it's really hopeful that this will be coming to Xbox One and possibly PS4 in the future. No concrete info when the release date is. No real other details other than what I'm showing you now. I don't even know how many players it'll actually have in the game mode, but it's definitely one of the more unique ones. So if you're looking for something that doesn't involve just around shooting or twitch reflexes, then something like this where you have to really think about your attacks and your defense really could be up your street. It's definitely got a lot of work to do, and if they haven't put out as much information just yet, it may be something that may not even possibly come out to next year. But like I said, according to the Steam page, it's out 2018. So I'll keep you guys up to date. EGRESS, keep it on your watch if you like Punk, if you like Dark Souls, if you like more deliberate combat. Now, one game that's even earlier in development is Fear the Walls, a post-apocalyptic battle royale game. This one's got a bit of a difference because it's going to have enemies that aren't players in it as well. There are going to be creatures, there are going to be animals that you're going to have to fight. They've been irradiated by the fallout of a nuclear war, and they may have some supernatural elements to them as well. The likelihood is that you'll be killing these to get pelts, getting certain items that maybe you'll be able to craft, or maybe just get you some XP towards gaining something in game. Of course, the main focus is taking out other players. They're doing it differently as well though. You're going to have to react to the environment. You're going to have to carry certain gas masks around with you, and you're going to have to put them on at certain times because of the way the map is going to change or evolve, or you'll come across certain gas pockets. It's really early access. There really isn't a lot of gameplay of this about. Someone leaked some closed alpha footage, and that's the best I could find on this game. But I'm really looking forward to this one. It's made by the same team, or some of the team, that made Stalker, and it's been published by Focus. Now, Focus are really good at getting their games out to all platforms. Previously, their games like Vampire and a bunch of other games have all come out on Xbox One, PS4 and PC. So, if you're looking for more Battle Royale games on console, then Fear the Walls definitely may be something you'd be looking for when it comes out. No wording on exactly when it's going to come out, when we're going to see release date, other than tentatively 2008. I don't expect probably to see this until maybe early next year, but definitely one to watch out for if you want more Battle Royale games on your console, and if you like the idea of the Stalker devs behind it. Now, what do you get when you combine Mad Max and Battle Royale? You get Fractured Lands, a brand new Battle Royale game with a more emphasis on car combat. It's coming this summer 2018. They're doing beta tests at the moment all weekend. Some people have got keys. I do have a key, so I'll be hopefully trying to show you some gameplay of it. It looks fun, it looks a bit more out there, it looks a bit more just silly and mayhem and chaos rather than this more tactical approach. I'm sure that's going to be important too, but the idea is that your car is just as important as what your combat skills are. It's trying not to just do the big gas smoke coming in and making the circle smaller. Again, trying to think of something a bit different with this storm that's coming around you. It looks fun, it looks fast paced, it looks frenetic, and the idea of running around in a car and gunning people down is definitely up my street. I'm going to show you some gameplay. I'm going to see if I can do a live stream tonight, or possibly you'll see it uploaded on my channel. If you like cars, if you like Mad Max, if you want to run around a wasteland, running people over, getting out and shooting them in their face once you've done that, then Fractured Lands is for you. No word yet whether or not it's going to be coming to Xbox One or the PS4, but I'm excited by this nevertheless. It's made by a quite experienced group of developers for a fairly brand new studio, so it's got some polish behind it. So get your war boy paint on and join me for Fractured Lands when I show you some gameplay later on. Now, there's no getting away from it that some of your favourite games are shoehorning in Battle Royale modes because it's so popular. Whether or not these are going to be successful, we don't quite know. Battlefield 5 is doing it, Call of Duty is doing it, lots more games are going to be doing it. However, there are other games out there, that brand new games that have got Battle Royale modes implemented, but they're not necessarily just a case of cashing in. Some of these games might lend themselves very well because they're still in development very early on and no one really knows what their company's about. World War III fits into this category. It's a tactical first-person shooter. It's going to be a game, that multiplayer eccentric game, where you're obviously doing the normal sort of team deathmatch things. However, it has got a variation of the Battle Royale mode in it. In it, you're going to have to drop down in teams and you're going to have to secure a hostage or hostage situation. And it's the team that can get that hostage secure first that is going to win. And that's what I love about some of the innovation that's coming from independent studios, rather than the big ones that are just simply chucking it on there. Some of these guys are making fantastic work. This game is absolutely looking incredible and it's made by a very, very small team. I can't wait to get some more information. I've shown this off before in games to look out for. It's definitely going to be on my radar, particularly now it has got a variation of the Battle Royale mode. Like I said, it's going to be this team-based aspect where you go and you secure some hostages on the map. Very interesting. It's got vehicular combat as well. It really does break up the Battle Royale norm. I want to see more games do this. If they're going to put Battle Royale in their games, make it unique. Don't just simply copy what's already there. Try and think of something a bit different. Hopefully we'll see that with COD and Blackout, and hopefully we'll see that at Battlefield 5. But likelihood is they're probably just going to do their best to ape and copy what's already the most popular out there. But World War 3, I'll get you some more information as soon as I can. No real release dates yet, other than maybe coming to Steam at some point this year. So this next one's a bit difficult to establish if it is a Battle Royale game or is it a survival game. It's made by the people that made DayZ. Bohemia Interactive have made a brand new game and it's coming out this summer to early access on Xbox One. It's an Xbox One exclusive. It's not coming to PS4 as of yet, and I've not even heard if it's definitely coming to PC. It's going to be appearing on the Xbox before DayZ. That is crazy considering how long that game's been in development, and we've seen recent footage that DayZ is currently on the Xbox One and running. But this game, VIGOR, has got a bit something different about it. There is survival aspects. You're scavenging, you're on a map, but the objective of the map is to escape the map. You have to get to certain points on the map, or you have to get to a certain airship or helicopter, and you've got to be the last team or last person doing it. You can choose to do that together, or you can choose to do that against each other. So in my eyes, it puts it in the realms of Battle Royale, but not the developers themselves. They've been keen to stress it's not a Battle Royale game, but for me, it's definitely got some really unique elements. So whether or not they're calling it Battle Royale, whether or not they don't want to be pigeonholed, who knows? But it's coming to Xbox One. The crafting element, the idea that the same studio behind DayZ are behind this, and it's coming to Xbox, an actual console first, does fill me with a lot of hope for this game. It looks pretty unique. I think it's got up to 16 to 24 players. I'm really excited about this one coming this summer. Now, before I get onto this last one, BattleRite, there are some notable mentions. The Culling 2 was announced over E3. It's only just come out on Xbox One, but the Culling was one of the original Battle Royale games to start making a bit of a splash last year, or in fact 2 years ago. It's coming out with a brand new game. They're not going to be updating it, doing seasons. They've come together to make another one. That is very controversial because it doesn't feel like it's that long since the original game came out. I'll be covering that in a separate video, but I wanted to show you something a bit different in the Battle Royale genre. Remember MOBAs? Do you remember when MOBAs become popular and then everyone spent 3 or 4 years making MOBAs that no one played? That's what many people assume is going to happen with Battle Royale games. The big ones are going to carry on getting bigger, and anyone else that makes them from now on is going to just find they're not going to have the player bases sticking around. I'm not so sure. I really do believe that if you can get something unique, if you can get something different, if you can make the genre exciting, then you've got a chance of being a real success. This one is called BattleRite. It's free to play at the moment. It is a MOBA on Steam. It's coming out on Xbox this summer. With that Xbox release is going to be a Battle Royale mode. 20 players, 1v1 all the way through. So look out for that when it hits Xbox later on this summer. With Battle Royale games nearly on every device imaginable, even your mobile phone, there is no escaping it, for good or for bad. You don't have to play these games, but there is still something really entertaining when you do find a good one. What I find personally with Battle Royale games is this: I like playing them initially. I like that excitement. I like it when everyone's brand new and it's a new features, new core stuff. After a while, even though the games get developed and updated massively, including Fortnite, I get a bit sick of playing the same style game. I like trying different games, and that's what I realised with Battle Royale. The way they release their content is really important. If you're making a Battle Royale game, you've got to be able to release monthly content to keep your player bases fresh, and I would say for the most part, make your game free to play. We've seen other instances where games have come out, like the Darwin Project. They moved from pay to free to play, and it's increasingly likely that Battlegrounds, I've heard big rumours that they're also going to be going free to play. So that is two of the key things you need for success for me: keeping content fresh, making sure that you're competitive, so usually free to play, now lots of games are, and coming up with something unique. There's nothing wrong with liking Battle Royale games, they just get a bit oversaturated the way they've exploded with Fortnite. So let me know what you like about Battle Royale. What is it that makes you play these types of games? Also, what is it that makes you not like these games? What would you rather see in their place? I am Jade Plays Games. This has been a special access show taking a look at 7 Battle Royale games, brand new ones coming out this year or early next year. I'll keep you up to date what's going on with them games. I'll also be doing a video talking about the games that are available now, some of the best Battle Royale games you can go and try. And go and check out my first person shooter versus Battle Royale video where I dissect why first person gamers are so salty. Make sure you hit this with a like and I'll see you at bags very soon.